Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hit the like and the subscribe button. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers. I can't say it enough. That's my goal, so we can go live and y'all can either talk junk with me or against me. It don't matter. We'll get to a good place in the end. But anyway, I woke up to this video. Well, actually, it was a post by Vivek Ramaswamy about the Ohio brawl. Because we're gonna have to. I'm following this case because I'm telling you, it's not going anywhere. It's a message to black people everywhere, and by him even talking about it, right? And he's what I know Vivek Ramaswamy. He ain't nothing but a dog, part timer. He was the only one. He got that temp job about the government. I know he wasn't really nothing. He was just part time dog in the dog. Him and Elon. Yeah, that part time dog ain't really talking about too much. But it has gone up the chain of command in government. And within, I mean, look how fast this thing got to government and they respond. And look at what their response is, even in the media. You know, they responded like they already sending them, said they already been convicted. Yeah, it's already a wrap. And you see how the roundup took place, but the other guy didn't. And the video come out, the other guy doesn't get arrested. That proves my point when I tell black people we are not Americans. This is a more proof of you're not American. When they talk law and order, that's law and order is they talking about us. When they talk about Gen X, Gen Z, they're not talking about us. That's how that works for black people in this country, right? But you see how quick he got on that. But he is an outsider. Although Ramaswamy, he's not black. But he is going to use black people in this election because he's going to run on a law and order campaign. He's already talking crime in Ohio. And Cuomo called him out saying there's no crime in Ohio. And then he was talking about, all this Democrat stuff like that. Cuomo called him out again. Cuomo said Republicans been running the show for the last so and so. How much time? Don't get me caught up in the stats, but that's what go watch it on News Nation. I ain't biting no clips, nothing like that no more. You can take my word for what I'm saying when I tell you, and you can go to News Nation and check the video out. But everything he was trying to, use Cuomo. He's trying to be kind of, objective. I guess. So especially when black people say something, we start talking about racism and racist people. Well, I think Cuomo and a lot of people on social media, if you go check it out, it's a lot of videos of white people speaking on behalf of black people. And but sad to say, you got more black people, and it's black men that condemn the brothers in the video. Now, at first, I gotta admit, I was like, man, y'all didn't have to bank him. Just shoot the one-on-one. Just somebody, my man can take him. I mean, old boy looked like he could, But I'm just saying, banking him and then hitting the girl, the woman. That was, man. You talking totally uncalled for. Now, I'm not I'm not co-signing by no means, punching no lady like that. But just saying, they went home. Sandra Bland didn't go home. I can laugh at this woman taking one on the chin, right? Because I'm just saying, I can laugh at that. She went home. Sandra Bland ain't go home. For nothing. For what? Nah, yeah. And it's amazing that they trying to draw this parallel of George Floyd to this this brawl, this fight right here. These these people went home. He didn't get choked to death. He took some ones and twos, from lefts and rights. I believe my man had some. He probably had to read them Nikes, but he went home. He read. Y'all, see, some of y'all young bucks don't know nothing about that. They can read these Nikes, baby. They can read these Nikes. Y'all don't know nothing about that. But shout out to Willie D. Ghetto Boys. But yeah, bam. Speaking of Ghetto Boys, the young bucks out here, a lot of the YouTubers I've seen, one of them was an older cat though. Well, no, took a couple of them was about my age. A couple of them was older cats. But it amazed me how many black men that are condemning the younger brothers. Can y'all see that? You work with a couple of dudes like that. They had a job with you right now. You probably watching this video on your break. You be like, it's a sucker it's a sucker at my job like that, man. I know. He been there 25 years, ain't never got no other brother hired. Yeah. He want to be boss's only boy. It's a bunch of them out there like that. But I like to call it black indifference. But the thing about it, the black indifference, it hurts black people the worst. Other races of people don't really practice that as much as black people do, because if you look at it, every time it happens, something happens, black people throw one of their own under the bus quick. Look at the Diddy thing, all the artists, you don't stand behind nobody. No, and another interesting point about this case, you notice you don't see Benjamin Crump up here. Nobody from here, ain't nobody up in Benjamin Crump, ain't a dime in this case nowhere, right? This is more, it's white people supporting them. So a lot of black people who sit there and talk about all white people racist and all white people racist, yeah, they might be getting paid, but they still representing them, and they could be nasty. They could be in the half representing them. We know all about that, right? And take his money too. The invisible empire. Remember that. Yeah, your generation has forgot what most people. My coffee's going off, but I gotta wrap this up. Dang, I got a few more minutes. Anyway, yeah, y'all forgot about a lot of stuff, and especially y'all younger guys. No solidarity amongst your own. I know you had to get it from somewhere, but I think it's more them growing up on the Medea movies, and like we grew up on. We ain't had that, and y'all rap been sabotaged, but that's another thing altogether. But it might contribute to why you think like you do, because it's just more busters nowadays. If you're thinking like that, for real, I'm saying it. It's everybody know that. Look, this generation even have a problem with their women. Y'all have a problem. That's evidence right there that, if I'm saying you're a buster, that's where that come from. Y'all can't even control y'all women. Y'all women don't even like y'all. That's a sign. Y'all generation, because when we was coming up, women liked that. We got love letters folded up like origami, and it had perfume on it. You smell it. Yeah, you don't know nothing about that. But anyway, like I was saying, y'all come back with me. Like, subscribe to the channel, and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Well, I'm gonna get off that Vivek Ramaswamy. He a mutt. He a part-time dog for Donald Trump, but he's an outsider. I'm more concerned about other young brothers. Don't listen to that. Some of these guys out here that's ready to throw their own under the bus, because the black indifference. The reason why it hurts us so much is because we are not as many, right? And which gets me to I'm gonna close out. Let me wrap it up, because it's I don't want it to go overboard because it's just me sitting there talking. So y'all subscribe. We get this live going. We get it really popping up in there. But the black indifference. It was a dude in Nazi Germany around that time. He wasn't a Jew. He was a German preacher. Just bear with me while I'm trying to run this down. But somebody gonna know what I'm talking about. Put it in the comments for me. Oh yeah, and drop a comment on me. Talk junk. Do what you know. Say what you gotta say up in the comments. What you think about it. But the guy, he was a preacher, like Lutheran or Protestant or something. And anyway, the Nazi Party was in power, and he was like co-signing it when for a lot of that stuff he wasn't really, we preaching, yeah, bump them Jews and all that. He ain't really got no opinion on them. Either way, he ain't out there killing and smashing the Jews, but he ain't busting them across the head. He ain't doing nothing to them, but he ain't stopping it neither. So, right? Then they go for the other cats anyway. They finally get to him. And he spent the last 8 years of his life in Nazi concentration camps and in prison. And he wrote a powerful piece to this day. It's about indifference. And it goes, it says, it's up in the Holocaust Museum. A lot of black people. I mean, I know y'all don't want to go to the Smithsonian, the Black Smithsonian up there, which I believe they might be ready to shut it down. But the Holocaust Museum, that's one that a lot of black people should go to and see that. But anyway, it's up in there. It's on the. You'll see the story or whatever. Anyway, Frederick. So I can't remember his name. Anyway, let me mess it up. Put it in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. But he said when they came for, oh man, messing with y'all. When they came for the socialists, I said nothing. When they came for the industrialist people, I can't remember something. He said, I did nothing. When they came for me, there was no one there to speak for me. So what I take from that, when I see black people today, especially on social media, you're having gender wars, you're having you're fighting black men and black women openly. This is a gender war. You're fighting them with each other. Now it's a FBA, ADOS. They fight amongst each other. They can't get along. And it's another one in there. All of them can't stand each other. And then now you got the FBA against the Africans, right? Black people are the worst your first instinct is to attack your own. That's why I don't get off topic, but this is the expression of a thought I had years ago when I first heard the story of the brother from down in Florida that started the Hebrew Israelites. That Yahweh temple stuff. I don't know what it was. Anyway, there was a story on that. And the Yahweh temple? Yeah. And but man, it was that from when I first saw that, then they morphed into then they became Hebrew Israelites sometime after him. But anyway, because he got sent to prison. But and Hebrew Israelites, and that's and then after everybody else caught on to it years later. But I always said that they're on to something, right? Black people are the real Jews. They're the real Hebrews. They're the real Jews. Because you look at how black people carry it. We always want the worst for ourselves. We want the worst. We shun the good things. Because if you believed in that we are the Hebrews, for the people who believe that, Is what I'm saying is you think of the story of what's his name, Pilate. Remember when Pilate was doing the washing his hands of Jesus, but he said he had him and Barabbas. He had him at the thief. He had him and Barabbas. He said, you want Jesus or you want Barabbas, And all the Jews, give us Barabbas, give us Barabbas. He's like, well, man, he king, ain't he? I find no fault in the man. He ain't done nothing. This is a thief. I'll give us Barabbas. Crucify him. Man, that's about that niggas. That's about the same thing, I think. Today, they still exhibit the same behavior. Well, I'm African. No, I'm African. And I know what y'all saying. No, you from North Carolina. You're African American. No, African American is an oxymoron. And it's saying that, I'm going to wrap this video up because this, if anything, is not evidence of that. This brawl video and the fallout from it, the repercussions that we about to see from it, I'm going to cover this, keep coming back to this all the time. I'm not letting this go. I'm going to be like a Eli Bullet son dog on this motherfucker. I'm just a Gator Eli on the top, just Chinaman on the bottom. I'm gonna be just ain't gonna quit, huh? That's for all my dog lovers out there. All right, y'all gonna see Goober later on. Tell him I said duh. You know what I mean? Nah, peace out, y'all. Keep it on that.